So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So we finally got the anniversary stuff revealed, and I was so looking forward to just be excited with the community and hype this up. Just a few days left, we have all the info now, let's go. And somehow Bandai makes probably their biggest, I want to use big words, but let's just say mistake. Like, I can't see any other way to put it. Like, I honestly don't know what they are thinking. Both the global and JP side are blowing up about this reveal. So let's take the time and go over both the videos we have. First, we have the initial reveal of this anniversary. And yeah, you already see like it's just a minute video hypes. We know we're not getting a lot of details here. And then the tweet actually just says Luffy and Yamato, so you're like, okay, but what about the others? Because it's anniversary, obviously we're getting other stuff. But like there was like a bit between the first video and the second video. So we had some time to talk about like, are they going to do a staggered hype? Like today we get Luffy Yamato, tomorrow we get maybe the Zoro or something else. But at this point it looks like we're just getting 2 legends for the actual anniversary. And none of them are anything people are very hyped about. Like we can see in the picture there, we have the new Luffy and Yamato, we have Oden and Toki, and they are confirmed to be legends. And we have some new recruits in Robin, Nami, and Usopp. Like, this is not what most people have signed up for in terms of what's to come for the anniversary. We also have another video with a bit more info, but honestly, nothing here is super exciting too, except for the login bonus day 1, when we're going to get 99 gems. Honestly fine. The rest is like usual. We have a login campaign. We get 50 gems from that. In the after party, we get another 25 gems. So we get a lot of gems in total. One thing to note with the after party is that it starts on the 9th. So this, I don't really know what to think about that date, because we thought that the after party would be related to Film Red. But I think Film Red Blu-ray drops a few days after that, but I guess they can release a bit early. But at least it is basic confirmation that we don't have an 11th month batch for May, which we already figured. But there's still other things to talk about, like what are they actually planning to do here. I don't think most people think that this is it for anniversary. So it looks like it might actually be like a staggered release thing, which is actually mind-blowing for me. Like, the big thing with anniversary is that we have a single day where people are super excited, want to get in, they want to pull. Like, after that it falls off. Like, I guess we probably get 1 or 2 Super Sugos ahead of the treasure map, but like a lot of the people who were high for anniversary will be gone by then. This is not like Film Red or Global Anniversary, where you don't really attract much of the new stuff like we know that anniversary makes the most money out of any month. Like, you really have to take advantage of that. And like, it feels like that meme with like, take my money. Like, people just want to give their money, and Bandai says, you know what, we're good. You don't need to feel excited, you don't need to pull a lot. Like, we just have these 2 legends here, nothing that you really care about anyway. Like, let's be honest, who wants to pull for a Luffy now when we know what will happen in 2-3 months? Like, nobody cares about Luffy. We don't want Luffy. We want the stuff we're expecting, like Zoro, Sanji and stuff. The friend in my campaign, like, they spend a lot of time with it, but it's like you can just get 10 gems and you don't even have to do a lot. It's like a community goal, so you can just ignore it. So if that's what like one of the big events, I don't know what to expect at all. They say we'll have a raffle or something. That's like usual. Can't really expect anything from that. This is also just weird. Basically, we can pull Luffy Yamato in 2 different artworks. And if we get one, we can use some new resource to swap. Hopefully if you swap once, you can swap whenever you want. We don't have confirmation of that, but it's just weird who asked for this. And yeah, like it's supposed to be like one of the big new features, but this is just underwhelming. Like, sure, I will definitely take the normal Luffy artwork instead of the very ugly Snake Man artwork, but still. Let's take the time to talk about how this new unit actually works. Like, my hype for this is so low, but still, let's talk about what we know. It does seem like this will be a Strength X quick batch. I think it's confirmed that Luffy is the strength, Yamato is the dex, and Oden and Tokyo Legend will be quick, so we cover all of the 3 colors there. The captain ability is actually like the minimum expected, you could say, because we have the usual Annie power creep. Like, it's a 6 times attack boost captain ability in duo form, but remember, this is a duo unit, so you don't have super class, super types, so 6 times attack is not as big power creep as it sounds. Still a small power creep, I guess, though, compared to before. -2 CD for Strength X Quick. Free Spirit Striker and Fighter gets an additional -1, so potential -3 CD Speedrun Captain, that's actually pretty cool, not gonna lie. 1.3 times HP, 1.2 times Recovery, 6 times attack boost for Strength X Quick Free Spirit. Other characters get a 5.25 times attack boost, which is obviously very fine. Make Strength X Recovery tandem slots have matching slot effects. You can obtain recovery slots with perfect taps. So basically, if you have a recovery orb and hit a perfect, you consume it. 30% damage reduction and reduces crew's bind duration by 10 turns. So yeah, just a lot of good stuff, with the only real hype thing being the speedrun thing, the high numbers, and the 10% bind, with some extra bonuses like matching slots and recovery consumption, damage reduction. But I feel like they got a lot of small stuff, but not really anything super hype by itself. There's actually 2 specials. We'll start with the second one, makes more sense in my opinion. Basically, if you launch, let's let Yamato open the eyes. There we go. Basically, if you launch their special while in duo form, you get a different effect. Most likely this means that as a potential ability, they will have double special. I don't really see how else they work. Like, some suggested maybe their swap is like the Kaido crew, where you max out your special again, but in duo form you usually can't swap. So you'd think that will be like part of their kit, but it doesn't look like it. So that is my best guess. But yeah, in that case, you get a -2 C reduction. Strength Dex and Quick Catch get a 3.25 times Orb boost for 2 turns. 80% damage reduction. Adjacent slots are changed to Wano. Increases all enemies' damage taken by 2 times. And if you already have an Orb boost and damage reduction at the time when specialists launch, you extend the duration of crew's attack boost, Orb boost, and lock chain multiply status by 1 turn. So the weird thing for me here is that if we go back to like the first special, that also extends attack boost, Orb boost, and lock chain. But that first special, when you use it, you only get 1 turn buffs. So basically, let's take a super boss, for example. You'd use Luffy and Yamato stage 2. You'd get the 1 turn thing. When you're at the final stage, you will still be in duo form. You will presumably get the special back, so you can use it again. so you get the higher buffs for just 2 turns, but with that in mind, the extension thing basically doesn't come into play. I don't really see the deal about that. Like, is it if you run double Luffy Yamato? Doesn't sound super viable in my book. So even if they sound pretty cool, pretty unique gimmick to want to use their special in duo form, not that excited. It also kind of messes up with their swap, since you can't swap final stage, which is a big deal for duo units, but might be that the swap is like a 3-turn buff of something that you can carry over, will make sense. But we have to wait and see. Super swap is also like 8 swaps, so that's pretty ridiculous, to be honest. Anyway, let's continue. The other characters. Oda and Toki, they are confirmed to not be a Super Sugo Fest, so probably an anniversary legend. And I don't know about you guys, but I didn't need a new Nami and Robin. And that looks like the same Usopp art we got the last few rare recruits with him. So everything about the actual anniversary date looks super underwhelming. Like, I'm sure we're getting more stuff for Treasure Map, like maybe Zoro King and stuff, but like, who cares at that point? We want the anniversary to be hyped. We don't want the anniversary period to be hyped. Like, the hype after the initial anniversary is supposed to be a lot of cool events, like Pirate King Adventures will drop, which still excites me a lot. That will be the best part of anniversary for me. Then we probably get a Blitz the week after that we have Treasure Map, the week after that Kizuna, like bam, 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 bam. That's really cool with me. We get to try out the cool anniversary legends, but now we don't have any to try out. Like, we have Luffy and Yamato, that looks okay, but nobody cares about another Luffy right now. We've got way too many Yamato Super exclusives. This doesn't do it for anyone. Oda and Toki is just weird. They haven't even brought out the fact that the leaked Enma gauge might actually be for Oda now and not Zoro. So maybe we're not getting Zoro at all as well. So I don't know about this one. It feels like you just wish that they could succumb to public pressure now and just rethink the whole thing, but it's probably not feasible. We'll have to accept that this will probably be remembered as the worst ever anniversary in the game's history, and just hope that they learn from that in the future. But yeah, it's pretty funny when we can. I feel like we can confidently say that Global Anniversary was more hype than JP Anniversary, and that's just insane in my book. Like, how can you fail in such astronomical proportions? Like, I don't understand. There's going to be reason to talk about this again for sure. I'm definitely going to make a video about some JP reactions because they are pretty wild. They are also not happy about this for obvious reasons. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.